Tomorrow, the New York Federal Reserve will hand over to a House committee documents detailing what the regulator knew about the LIBOR situation, the allegation that banks manipulated the LIBOR, and when the regulator knew about it. And then next week, the Senate Banking Committee, for the first time, will have the opportunity to question Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke about the situation as well. And a short time ago, I spoke with the top Republican on that panel, Senator Richard Shelby of Alabama, and I asked him, given all the questions right now, does he have confidence in LIBOR?
Obviously, it's been manipulated. To what extent, we don't know yet, but the fact that it's been manipulated at all is a question of integrity into the banking system. LIBOR set the rates, or influenced the rates of over $300 trillion worth of debt. A lot of consumers in the U.S. affected in some way. We need to get to the bottom of this. We need to know what went on sequentially. We need to know, for example, what went on with the Fed president of the Bank of New York, who was the regulator here, and that happens to be the Secretary Geithner. What were the communications during this time? What were the implications? What did they know? Did they look the other way? We don't know any of that yet, but we are going to find out.
We've seen, of course, the news over in the United Kingdom, the attention this is getting there. We've already seen a CEO lose his job as a result of this. For anyone to suggest this is a problem only in the United Kingdom, you say no, this is something obviously we have to take a look at here?
I think it's obvious that we have to. It was not just Barclays involved here. Other banks participate in creating what we know as LIBOR. We need to find out what they did. Did they lowball the offering, or what their overnight borrowing was to influence maybe the value of their stock? Who knows? We don't know any of this yet, but we've got to know.
Now, we know that the New York Fed is going to be turning over on Friday documents to a House committee, to Congressman Neugebauer, their correspondence, their interaction, their investigation into LIBOR during the financial crisis. You all are going to get a look at that as well in the Senate Banking Committee?
Absolutely. I'm working with the staff, my staff, and Congressman Johnson, who's the chairman of the committee. I think we want to get to the bottom of this. It's probably going to take 1 or 2 hearings and not just whitewash something. This is important stuff. It goes to the integrity of the banking system. The whole banking system all over the world is under assault right now. Banking is based on trust, integrity, and there's not a lot out there today.
Chairman Johnson has suggested that you all have the opportunity to question Chairman Bernanke next week when he testifies at a regularly scheduled hearing. Also, Secretary Geithner at a later date. Again, a regularly scheduled hearing. Are you calling for additional hearings now to look into this?
I think what we need to do is get to Secretary Geithner. I think he comes up the week after next. I hope he'll come prepared to talk about and share all the information he has dealing with LIBOR in this crucial time. If he doesn't, we should call more hearings to get to the bottom of this. Let the American people know. I bet it's more than just one bank involved.
What's happened to your confidence in banks right now, these international banks that contribute to LIBOR, given what's happened at Barclays? Do you have new questions about the banks themselves?
Absolutely. I think that there's a lot of questions. Trust, integrity goes to the crucial thing about why banking does well or doesn't.
Did Bob Diamond do the right thing?
He's gone now. I've known Bob Diamond a long time. I don't know what actually he did, but he was the CEO, and things happen on your watch, you pay for it.
Do you think this investigation, are we just at the tip of the iceberg right now?
I think we're on the tip of the iceberg. We need to know more. We need to know who, where, and why.
Final question. Do you think it's time to reassess exactly how LIBOR is calculated at this point? Do we have to come up with a whole new formula?
Well, if we don't have LIBOR, we will have some other formula. But the main thing, we've got to have honesty, integrity, trust in making this up.